Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another hair review, and today I'm reviewing Ali Moda hair from Aliexpress. So they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to do a review, and after kind of researching them and seeing mixed reviews, I decided to do my own review. So I will let you guys know my experience with this hair and kind of like the pros and cons that I have. I've had it in for a little over a week. I did install this hair as a wig. I made it into a wig just with a dome cap, and I glued it on. I do have a closure. It's a 16-inch closure and 4 bundles of 18, I believe 20, 22, and 23, or 20, 23, 24. I'm not exactly sure of the exact lengths, but I will definitely leave them in the description box. But it kind of doesn't even matter because the hair was extremely thick, so I ended up cutting it to pretty much like at my chest area, not quite below my chest, but like right here, just because it was so long and it was so thick that it just looked like way too much hair on my head. So I did wash this hair upon receiving it. I did a co-wash, and there was no shedding when washing it. It held up really well. It didn't kind of revert back to how straight it was when I first initially received it, but it was still nice and soft. One thing I will say is that it did have a smell. It had like a factory chemical-y type of smell, kind of the same smell that you would find when you buy hair from like the beauty supply store. It had that smell to it. So that was kind of a little off-putting, but I still kind of continued to work with the hair. I did bleach the knots of my closure, and that was my first time doing that. It was actually my first time wearing a closure altogether. And so it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but it was still, you know, better than it came. And I did kind of pluck the hairline a little bit. This isn't the actual part that I plucked or that I even like have been wearing, but because I was wearing it kind of parted in the middle, but it looked so unnatural that I just decided to go to the side. So I want to kind of give you a few quick pros and cons that I have found about this hair, so that if you are looking, if you've been looking at Ali Moda and you're wondering, should I get this hair or should I not, I can kind of give you an informative review so that you can make the decision on your own, but you kind of know what to expect. At least this is what I have, you know, this has been my experience. So I will start with my pros and cons about this hair. The pros are that it is soft and it's very thick. 4 bundles was probably more than I even needed. I probably could have gotten away with like 3 or 3.5, and it still would have looked nice. 4 bundles was very, very thick. Well, 4 bundles and a closure. So the hair was very soft. The closure though was semi-soft when receiving it, but I honestly can say I do not like the closure. I don't think that the hair is the same quality of hair as the bundle, and I don't like it. It is very stiff. It's not very soft. It tangles so much. I know I'm supposed to be doing the pros first. The bundles, in my experience, are of a different quality, just because even washing this hair, it becomes very frizzy and the ends look really dry and it's just not cute. But still trying to stay on the pros. This hair is soft and it's thick. So those are my 2 pros. Now my cons are probably a little bit more, to be honest. The hair tangles. Now it hasn't been enough tangling to where I want to rip this out of my head, but it is enough to that I have to brush this hair a few times a day. Now I feel like this is the type of hair that looks beautiful like when brushed out and like freshly done, but as the day goes on, like you start to see its true colors come out. This is how that hair is for me. I love the way that it looks like when I've freshly done it or when I brushed it out, but as I start wearing it and as it starts tangling, it's like, ugh. If only you didn't do all that, I would really like you. Again, it's not anything crazy. It's not anything to where it gets so matted that I can't even comb through it, but it is enough that I notice it. Also, when brushing it out, I do get a few more strands than I'm comfortable with. I will say though that when you pull on the hair, you don't get that much that comes out. Now, I did get a strand. I don't think that you can see it, but I did get a strand just now when pulling it, but I have not gotten like clumps of hair coming out. So that for me is a positive. I should have put that in the pros. So that's okay, but it does shed a little bit more than I would like it to when I'm brushing through the hair. I've also found some pieces within the hair. Yeah, you see this closure? Like, look at that. Like, why is it doing that? See, and if I do it with this hair, it just falls back down. Like, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't do all that. If you're into longer hair and you're going to be wearing it on a consistent basis, I would not recommend this hair because the tangling gets really annoying. If you are someone that does not mind working with a little bit of tangling, then by all means check this hair out. But I just don't have the time to worry about tangling. You know what I mean? I always want to be respectful of a company. I always want to be kind, but at the same time, when a company asks me for a review, I'm going to be honest about what I think about the product. Especially if people are going to be spending their own hard-earned money. I'm not going to recommend something that I don't like. I know that people are going to shop Aliexpress regardless. There's just some people who don't mind spending that money, especially because the hair is a little bit cheaper than spending, you know, a few $100s on, you know, some other hair. So for people who are researching the company, these are just my opinions on the hair and what I've experienced. So again, do your research, look into it, and you know, I'm just here to kind of give my opinion. But that's it, guys. I will have more videos coming to you soon. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.